Oh, there's already one in there. It's the same, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay, so now on bananaz's web root, htaccess is right. So this one is not being used. This is just, our demo. In here, it's invisible to the file system in Mac, unless you turn on invisibles, but you can't see it, but it's there. .htaccess doing the right thing. Okay. Now we need to configure our index. CodeSparker version 103, your app name. Okay, we did all this. So now let's go open up system init, and I was hoping you wouldn't have to edit that, but you might have to. And the beginning is just comment, and the bottom is code that you don't want to be messing with unless you really want to hack this whole framework. But in the middle is some config stuff. Even though this crazy line here that says don't edit anything below, you may not actually need to edit below unless we work on this and make it better, make it more user-friendly. Meanwhile, some of these paths you may have to fix. The path to your config files and the path to your routing, URL routing. We'll check back in a minute if we need to. For now, let's just leave it. Again, I apologize, I'm slow at this part. I need to open up config stuff. Okay, and this is local development environment, so let's do this one. Oh, it needs to match what it actually is set at. It is local. Do this. Okay, so this is the collection of files for bananaz's in BBS, starting with the index. And we're using a local dev environment. So that means in our framework, application, config, we want to edit this one as opposed to that one because we set the environment to local. Okay, here's our collection of bananaz's files. Okay, local config. Okay, doc root, applez's, web root. We had bananaz's, right? Bananaz's web root. And that should be it. Let's see what happens. Another browser window. That's the applez site. And then in here we're going to bananaz's, right? You know what? This is silly, isn't it? I shouldn't do it that way. Let's get rid of this. Oh, I know why I did it that way. because you don't want, I mean, you can, but you don't necessarily want your framework stuff to be in your web root. If I put this folder in here, then that means it'll be accessible from the web root, from the browser. And you can set up your htaccess file to prevent anybody from hitting those pages. But it makes us server admins types feel even better when this whole folder full of stuff is outside your web root, so it's completely inaccessible from the browser. And that's why the impulse was there to make this web root bananases, so this would be in your hard drive, your server hard drive, but then, people come screaming in with their browsers and they're actually coming into stuff that's in here. So let's go ahead and keep it that way. Apologize for this. All right. We came to Okay, so this is going to help us. So we're in the index, we know, because it's trying to load this. Remember? It's right here. Include all that. So we're in. htaccess is putting us into the index. That's good. We can confirm that, like I said, like so. See? ZZZ, there it is, right there. Get rid of it. Reload. It's gone. All right, so we're in here. So this path is no good. We're trying to get to this file. What's it trying to load? Right from bananases. We need stuff before bananases. So in this case, we need this. Sorry. That. Here, prefix or directories. Let's see what we got now. Give us all time. Or you guys especially, I just went ahead and got it running. You saw me fumble through it in the beginning, which is good, so you know where to look. And now let me show you what it was when it's fixed. First of all, you got to make sure your rewrite base and your htaccess is right. This is the part of the URL that is going to be automatically included. Like, say someone comes to a page that doesn't exist. Okay, this is going to kick in and load index.dna. But which index.dna? The one after all that. So I had forgotten this part, which was causing it to load this Appleseed site, which lives there, but I don't want it to load that index. I wanted to load the index here at this location. So I had to make sure this rewrite base is right. Okay, so fix that in your htaccess first of all. Okay, my index looks like this. Got it? Include the system is already done. In the system, I don't think anything needed changing. I don't believe so, but if you need to, you can edit this stuff. Comment out something or change it, but you should be able to fix it just by setting these paths and the paths in your config. Okay, and all I had to do was use these variables as they are and set this stuff afterward, and the rest of this builds up by itself. You're good to go. Okay, so then when I hit the home page, we're in. We're actually in right now. This URL is in, here's my root of my whole hard drive, the web server, Appleseed. This is the site, the demo site of my local hard drive, and then here's the banana site that we're installing, right? And here's index.dna, and that's what this is. And if I load whatever, it's loading the food controller, which is in the framework, in the application controllers. Food, okay? So I hope that was clear. Hopefully it's obvious that you're probably not going to want to nest one WebDNACodeSparker install within another like I've done. This was just to demonstrate, making it get installed in one directory. Normally, you put it as deep as you want, in the parent folder, and it'll work for all the child folders from there down. But it's just an example in this case. All right. The last thing I want to do to close out this demo is to, just real superficial stuff. But we've got our Appleseas website here, and we've got Bananaseas within the Appleseas site. So let's make Bananaseas look like Bananaseas by going into this webroot CSS. I didn't rename the CSS, but don't mind. I already made the images earlier. Oops. It's late here. There. Ta-da! So this one is still Appleseas, and now this one's Bananaseas. Let's make the favicon, however you say that thing, also reflect that. So go to the view file where the favicon is. And there we go. So we got a banana up here too. So now we're sure that we've done it right. Okay, see you guys later.